Hello friends and family, my name is Daniel Burl and welcome to Diary of a Manic. Today's topic is going to be narcissism, which, as I've said before, is part of the dark triad. The dark triad consists of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. So we're going to discuss a little of those commonalities they have, and we're going to talk a lot about narcissism today, how it affects people's lives and its role in business and politics. We'll start with a brief overview of what narcissism is. It's a personality disorder where an individual has an unhealthy preoccupation with vanity, personal adequacy, and power. They're often so preoccupied with their own personal interests they may overlook the damage they're causing to themselves or others. The disorder was first recognized in 1968 and it was historically called megalomania. There are many symptoms of NPD, the most recognized of which being excessive grandiosity, which is best described as feelings of entitlement and self-centeredness which may lead to the individual being condescending towards others. Lack of empathy and social impairment are also common. Those are two big ones on the dark triad, actually. Yeah, I think those are consistent with all three of the dark triad personality disorders, actually. There are many different possibilities for the cause of NPD, but there is no solid evidence leading to one cause. Some of the possibilities, however, are severe emotional abuse in childhood, constant and excessive praise that is never balanced with realistic feedback, and even learning manipulative behaviors from parents or caregivers. Living with narcissism can be described in many ways. Many with narcissism will tell you that it's hard to live with. As with depression, it has its own stigma. People always get the wrong idea when they find out someone has NPD. They always assume they're going to trick them into a Ponzi scheme or something. Many individuals with NPD seek treatment and it usually helps them. They are frowned upon because of their portrayal by the media. As with many mental illnesses, it has a false stigma. Not all narcissists are out to get your money or kill you. NPD is only diagnosed in approximately 1% of the population. So that person at your work you think is a narcissist probably isn't a narcissist. He's just rude or self-centered. I would advise going online to look at what to do if you meet a narcissist or any of the three personality disorders in the dark triad, as well as sociopathy. Most likely in your life you will never meet someone who is actually one of these three. If you do, however, some article you read on Huffington Post's webpage will not help you win an argument with them. As far as NPD goes in the business and politics, NPD is less likely to pop up in higher positions of power. Whether it's business or politics, individuals will often excel to a high enough position to satiate their own needs for approval, but not move any higher. Many studies have shown that CEOs who are diagnosed with NPD are less likely to run a successful business than their non-diagnosed peers. The NPD interferes with too much with real business. They'll work the business to get themselves everything they want, but leave the company without a proper leader. The studies also show that when in a time of strife, narcissistic CEOs would continue to make acquisitions at high premiums, whereas less narcissistic CEOs will be more conservative and more likely to face bad results. So that's a narcissistic personality disorder. I'm glad you watched this. And again, I really laugh at this because in my research, when I go online, I see so many of these web pages that are like, what to do if you encounter a narcissist, or what to do if you encounter a sociopath, and like, that's so misleading. Like, if you meet a narcissist and you go on Huffington Post and you're like, oh, I'm gonna win an argument with them, it's not gonna help. Like, just don't look at them as a person with narcissism, psychopathy, sociopathy, Machiavellianism. Don't look at them as one of those. Just look at them as a normal person. Stop with the stigma. Huffington Post has a lot of articles about trying to end the stigma of mental health, and then they put these stupid articles about what to do if you meet someone with narcissism. Narcissism is a personality disorder. Do you realize that's a mental illness? Sorry. I just really wanted to angrily rant about that, because that's so hypocritical of them to do that. Like, that's ridiculous. I just want to spread awareness so the stigma will half end, but it's websites like Huffington Post, which is so popular, that are sending these mixed messages and, oh, we should cure depression, oh, you should hate people with narcissism. Like, oh, it's just so stupid. I'm sorry. So thanks for watching this episode. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave suggestions in the comments. I always reply to comments. And last but not least, have a great day, guys.